Bailey Koch was not only a beloved resident of Cozad, Nebraska, but a guiding light in the educational community. As a dedicated special education teacher at Holdridge Middle School, Bailey poured her heart into creating inclusive and nurturing environments for students who often needed extra support. Her classroom was a haven of understanding, patience, and encouragement, reflecting her deeply held belief that every child deserves to be seen, heard, and celebrated. Her impact extended well beyond academic instruction. Bailey's intuitive connection with students inspired many to push past their limitations and believe in their own potential. Fellow educators often admired her creative teaching strategies, her warmth, and her fierce devotion to each and every student. She advocated not just for learning differences, but for dignity, respect, and compassion in every interaction. A champion for mental health and community wellness, Bailey and her husband Jeremy were known for their courage and openness in discussing mental health, particularly Jeremy's struggles with depression. Rather than shy away from the stigma that often surrounds mental illness, the couple leaned in, turning their personal journey into a platform for community healing. Together, they co-founded Anchoring Hope for Mental Health, an initiative designed to provide education, support, and empathy for individuals and families navigating mental health challenges. Bailey's role in this effort was profound. She used her voice to advocate for awareness, support groups, and broader community understanding of mental health issues. Her authenticity and empathy made her an approachable figure for those quietly battling their own struggles. Her message was simple but powerful. No one should suffer in silence, and compassion should always lead the way. Devoted wife, loving mother, and entrepreneurial spirit at the core of Bailey's world was her family. She was a deeply devoted wife to Jeremy and a nurturing, loving mother to their two sons, Hudson and Asher. Her life at home was filled with laughter, structure, and an unwavering focus on raising kind and resilient children. Friends and neighbors frequently remarked on the strong family bond they shared, one grounded in mutual respect, open dialogue, and unconditional love. In addition to her educational and advocacy roles, Bailey also helped run Natural Escapes in Cozad, a landscaping business that reflected her love of beauty and nature. This side of her personality, creative, hands-on, and community-oriented, was yet another way she left a lasting mark on the town she cherished. Through flowers, greenery, and careful designs, Bailey helped bring peace and aesthetic joy to others. A tragic loss felt far and wide the tragic loss of Bailey. Jeremy and their two sons in what authorities believe to be a murder-suicide has shaken the Cozad community and beyond. While the circumstances are deeply heartbreaking, the legacy Bailey leaves behind continues to radiate. Friends, family, colleagues, and former students remember her not for how she died, but for how she lived, with bravery, generosity, and heart. Cozad and the wider Nebraska region have responded with an outpouring of love and grief, coming together to support one another in mourning. Schools have offered counseling services, vigils have been held, and residents have shared stories of how Bailey touched their lives. The collective sorrow is vast, but so is the sense of gratitude for having known her. Honoring her legacy through action as the community seeks to find meaning in the face of unspeakable tragedy, many have committed to carrying forward the causes Bailey championed. Mental health advocacy, kindness in education, and support for families are just a few of the ways her work will live on. The memory of Bailey Koch serves as a rallying call for deeper understanding, for breaking silences, and for choosing love even when life is hard. To honor Bailey is to embody her values, lead with kindness, be present for those who need help, and never underestimate the power of one person to make a difference. Her life may have been cut short, but her influence remains enduring, etched into every life she nurtured, every cause she fought for, and every heart she left a mark on.